Coming to you from the Nut House Studios, presented by Gone Squirrel Radio Show. This is the Soapbox Smorgasbord Podcast with your hosts Jason and Ryan. So kick back and enjoy the show. Hey everyone, welcome in for episode 6, Antique Squirrel Show. We've got a little bit of a variety of an episode for you. I am your host, Jason Parker.
My name's Ryan, a.k.a. Rhino.
And we are going to first start off with trying some kind of gross ice creams or different flavored ice creams.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do a little bit of a thrift haul thing. That's why the show is named Antique Squirrel Show.
Yeah.
And then we're going to kind of get into a little variety of some different things. So then we don't have this ice cream melt on us. We're going to jump right in.
Right into the ice cream.
And
like an ice cream swimming pool.
So these I picked up at Walmart. I think they're one of the few stores that carry it. This is Van Leeuwen's ice cream. And this one is dill pickle French ice cream. I don't know how excited I am for this.
Yummy! Ooh. I'll get the trash can. Where's it at? It's over here.
And I'm doing little bits.
All right. Doesn't smell like anything. I mean, it's bon appetit. Oh, it tastes like pickle. Tastes like pickle juice.
But is it terrible?
Nah, I like it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think if sweet pickles weren't a thing,
Yeah, it's bomb.
we would be more deterred from... Yeah, I like that.
Me too, man. That's good.
Because I like sweet pickles, so... Okay. So the dill pickle one is a hit. I like that. Okay.
That's good.
Next flavor we got is Idaho malted milkshake and fries.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
And I think this is going to be good. I'm a big fan of Frosty and fries from Wendy's.
Oh, yeah.
There's another one of those.
Yep.
We're going to end up with a little bit of cross-contamination here just because of...
That's all right. As long as it's not pork and
Ooh, look
chicken
at those
mix.
chunks of fries in there.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Van Leeuwen's. I think I'm pronouncing it right. It's French.
Oh, it actually smells... The last one didn't smell as much. This smells.
This one has a... I don't know that I like the texture.
It's got a lot of malted... Like
well, it's got like the grittiness from the fries.
It's very malted.
I like... that's not a terrible flavor.
It isn't terrible, yeah. It's tolerable. But, yeah, I wouldn't go out of my way.
Not bad.
Okay.
All right.
As long as it isn't asshole flavor, I'm good.
Next one of these Van Leeuwen's is sweet potato marshmallow casserole, and that just sounds...
That sounds kind of good, actually.
Ooh, look at that. It's all...
Ooh.
All right, where's the little tab? Come on. Rip it.
Rip it, brother.
Oh, yeah.
Rip them. Oh, it looks like baby food.
That's what I'm worried about. I mean, but you got to think.
Well, sweet potato baby food is...
Ooh. I didn't mean to get that much.
Give me some of that.
Get off there. All right, you want more?
No, I'm good.
I mean, we got 3 more.
You know,
two
I'm
more
going
to try.
to run all this stuff up to the fridge.
I know.
That's all right. I'll leave you down here by your lonesome.
Oh. That's bomb, man.
Damn, that's good.
That's good.
Damn.
You can taste the brown sugar in it, the marshmallow.
That's the best one so far.
Oh.
And it's got whole marshmallows in it, like the little marshmallows.
You can taste the brown sugar and the sweet potato. Dude.
Shit, it's good.
Like, I don't eat a ton of ice cream.
Yeah. No,
but I'd kill one of those pints of this, dude.
Yeah. It'd be like a depressed chick who just broke up with her boyfriend. He
Mm.
And sitting there watching a sappy movie.
The Crying Game.
The Crying Game.
All right. Are we doing which one we gonna do? Blue lid or pink lid?
Ah, dude. Dealer's choice.
All right.
Well, pink lid will work. What do we
So
got?
this next one is honey cornbread with strawberry jam. I was kind of excited about this. I thought this one sounded good. So far, I mean, these aren't terrible. I mean, the texture of the French fry one wasn't my favorite, but the flavor wasn't bad.
Cornbread is what throws me off with this, but we're gonna see.
But you gotta think cornbread with honey is
Oh well, honey's always good,
and
strawberry's always good.
All right.
Oh, it smells wonderful.
Yeah,
damn.
I noticed that as soon as the lid got off there. I don't see the strawberry. Oh, I see it now.
Got one. It's like quarter.
I like that.
Oh damn. The cornbread's not a problem.
No.
At all.
Give me a double scoop of this with that with that marshmallow casserole. Yeah.
Maybe Silas and Maddie's downtown. They should have something like that because they have weird flavors too.
I like these. These are well done ice creams. I mean, this company normally does like high gourmet ice creams, but I guess past couple of years they've gotten into the weird flavors. I know they have a ranch flavor and yeah.
Wow, that's good. I like it a lot.
I hit my tooth. All right, this last one. This is the one I'm kind of dreading.
The finale.
Kraft mac and cheese flavored ice cream.
What? Mac and cheese and ice cream? What?
Dude, that smells like straight mac and cheddar.
Oh, well, we'll find out. Here we go.
Oh, get off there. Get off there.
There it is.
Necco.
Necco's down here. You want some mac and cheese ice cream? Come here. Here, have a sniff. She turned her nose up to it.
I mean, wouldn't you if you were a cat? What's the consensus? Not terrible.
I don't know yet. No, it's not bad.
I'm not tasting
I don't get a mac and cheese taste. I don't know what to think of it.
Okay. If you let it sit in your mouth a second, you can get the mac and cheese flavor.
That's what she said.
But it's not bad. I was expecting something gross, but I mean, I'd sit there and eat that.
I'm not really disappointed.
I honestly think the most disappointing one's the fry one. It's not a bad flavor. It's just that weird texture.
What's the brand again?
Van Leeuwen's.
Show the listeners. Van Leeuwen's.
And the flavors, like I said, we tried were the mac and cheese flavor.
Okay.
The honey cornbread with strawberry jam.
All right.
The sweet potato marshmallow casserole. Dill pickle. And malted milkshake and fries. So those are pretty good.
The cornbread one or the sweet potato one's the one I like. Okay. I got to take
these upstairs.
Yes, I will. I'll be way up black.
Oh. All right. Run them upstairs. Do. I will talk to the people. So, my son's team just started their little session of soccer today. I help coach, and I am proud to say that the Flamin' Hot Goats, yep, check out that shirt. Flamin' Hot Goats won today, 6-3. Shout out to my friend Jamie with Dancing Wind Designs, again, the one that did our hats and hoodies for the podcast. She threw together and was able to make all our bottles and shirts for us coaches. Basically overnight. So yeah, shout out to her. Yep. So as you can see here in the studio, we've added a bunch of stuff to the table. I have tub after tub of vintage toys that I picked up from a guy a couple of years ago that was moving out of country. And the idea is I think I want to keep rotating stuff through. We added the shelves to kind of fill in this blank wall over here. If you are listening and not watching, on the podcast format, just close your eyes and imagine that you are here and imagine you're seeing what I'm talking about. Unless you're driving, please don't close your eyes while you're driving. We don't want to be responsible for that. Come on, Ryan. I'm stalling here. All right. I think Ryan. Yep, Ryan's back. But yeah, we have a bunch of cool new vintage toys and stuff like that. I got Ren and Stimpy over here. Got the Chihuahua dog from Taco Bell. He actually still talks. Got G.I. Joe up there, Duke. So we got a little variety.
Yeah.
So I was telling them about the variety of stuff we've added.
I was just worried.
So
I get the bubblies. I thought I was gonna have to sit on the throne.
Right. You're all right. So we hit up a variety of thrift stores today and bought a couple little toys and knickknacks and stuff like that. I'm gonna let Ryan start off with his pan he picked up at Salvation Army store.
All right. So I have a lot of cake pans, and my first cool looking cake that I've designed is the original one that I got at Salvation Army a long time ago. The Cakester Brother.
It's a Hulk Hogan for those of you that can't tell.
That's Terry Bollea.
Mm-hmm.
Terry Eugene Bollea. And I made a cake from it. Well, the one I got today is a Cabbage Patch Kid. Now, the cool thing about it is I'm going to turn it into a Garbage Pail Kid, and this is Leaky Lindsay, and you can see all the snot coming out of her nose. And all I got to do is with frosting and stuff, I can make snot come out of her nose and all over her stomach and stuff. So I can easily turn that into Leaky Lindsay.
For those of you that don't know, Ryan is a huge Garbage Pail Kids fan.
Yeah, I have a lot of cards. I have a lot of figures just like that. They're based mini pops. And got him today too as well. That's Adam Baum, the original, the OG.
We picked him up at 1313 Mockingbird Lane. Yep. And you didn't bring your Ghostbusters down, did you?
I did not.
Okay. So we picked up a couple of the old school Ghostbusters figures, and there's this cool little store in Lawrence. She sells a variety of like antiques, furniture, art, like all sorts of stuff, and it's called Reclaimed by Michelle. Yeah. And while we were there, I picked up a Wacky Races toy, and this is Quick Draw McGraw and Baba Louie. Yeah. And I remember watching the Wacky Races shows.
Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah, it's a Hanna-Barbera show. Yeah. And yeah, those were always really entertaining. And
they're affiliated with Scooby-Doo and all that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anytime that I see those, stuff like that, I try to pick it up. As you can see, I got a little Tailspin toy up there, like any of these little McDonald's type toys that are old vintage. Another one, and a lot of people don't even remember it, but the show Gummy Bears. I got Tummy from Gummy Bears.
Yeah.
And that was one of my favorite shows growing up.
Google the song Gummy Bears.
Yeah.
Gummy Bears.
That's not exactly how it goes.
Yeah. Hey.
And then from my little haul at 1313, so I grew up playing mainly Mario games, but I got into the Mega Man games a little bit. And they had Rush, which is his little dog in a Funko Pop form.
I forgot his name was Rush.
Yeah. He's pretty cool. Ryan's not huge on the Funko Pops. He's got a couple, but I like them. I enjoy them. But this is my prize for the day.
$5.
I picked up Dennis Rodman WCW action figure. He's missing a little bit of his accessories.
Yeah.
But for those of you that don't know, way back in the day, when the Bulls and Jazz were going head to head every year, Hulk Hogan and Dennis Rodman, who was a member of the NWO, had a match against Dennis Rodman and Diamond Dallas Page.
No, not Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman and
Or,
Hollywood
sorry.
Hulk Hogan against Diamond
Karl
Dallas Page.
Malone.
Karl Malone for the Jazz.
Yes, sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah, and
you got them flipped around.
And I should know that. I was a huge Jazz fan back then, where they had Malone, Stockton, Hornacek, Antoine Carr.
The mailman.
Had a couple Jayhawks on there. We had Greg Ostertag and Jacques Vaughn, and all my friends were Bulls fans, and it just kind of I hated seeing them lose, but you know, it is what it is.
I'm still a Bulls fan.
What was his name? The Worm.
The Worm.
Dennis Rodman, the Worm. I'll put him up there.
He actually did well as a heel.
Oh yeah.
That figure, you looked it up, and he has a pimp hat. He has like a furry vest, which is pretty sweet. We looked it up, and he's just missing his accessories, and that's why he was $5.
And apparently the guys, and I haven't paid a whole bunch of attention. I mean, I guess he's close buddies with the leader of North Korea, and I don't know. He's apparently a pretty intelligent guy.
Yeah.
But we're going to give this a try. It's a little bit of a new segment. It is recasted, and basically we list 10 of the characters from a movie, and then we pick how we would recast them. So today I picked Avengers Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, we're going to see how this goes, and you know, we'll try to, if this doesn't work out, we'll scrap it.
Show them how it looks. There you go.
If you can read my handwriting sucks.
No, I can read it. I can't read it up here sometimes though.
Yeah. Well, trying to write vertical compared to.
That's right.
Oh, okay. So first up, we got Captain America,
Mm.
who is played by Chris Evans in the movies.
I'm glad you know that.
I don't know. Who would you say? I mean,
what do you mean to replace him?
Yeah. Who do you think would?
I would replace him with the original guy from the '80s. Don't know his name.
Yeah.
But the original Captain America was terrible.
Oh, give me one of your dry erase.
Yeah. Want the red one?
That doesn't matter.
Does it matter? Don't matter.
Okay. Original.
Yeah. It was back in the '80s.
Yeah.
Like Dolph Lundgren was the original Punisher. He played him in the '80s. I like that version. Okay. Yeah.
Iron Man.
To replace my main man.
Yeah.
What the hell's his name?
Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr. That's right.
I think you gotta think someone that would be good playing a billionaire. Like
they would play Tony Stark.
Yeah.
They could pull it off.
Man, I know that he's a DC guy for the most part. I don't think he's in any Marvel stuff yet. But I like that Pedro Pascal guy.
True that, yeah, that'd work.
I think he'd be a good fit.
There's a lot of actors. I'm looking at some of the current landscape at this point.
I also think Christian Bale would be a good. I mean, he played billionaire Batman so well.
You know, a lot of people don't realize that Christian Bale, when he speaks in his native tongue, I know it's kind of weird to say native, but he is a really thick Blackpool, England accent. So his character development is speaking American.
Speaking with the American dialect.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He doesn't sound like a damn redneck like this.
I mean, I could see Christian Bale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He plays a good rich guy. Because he did really well as a rich guy in American Psycho.
Mm-hmm.
He did a really good rich guy when he played the Batman.
The Hulk.
No.
Oh, no.
The human version of Batman.
Oh, yeah. The human Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne, thank you.
Yeah.
Yep, brain fart.
I was jumping ahead. I was reading off my card here.
Okay, where are we going next?
The Hulk. Dude, I think it'd be hilarious to have...
A lot of people have played the Hulk.
I think it'd be hilarious to have Hulk Hogan play the Hulk. Like, just have him Hulk up, The
Yeah.
way that he hulks up and all of a sudden
I think we should bring back Lou Ferrigno.
he's still alive, right?
Yeah, he's still
Okay.
alive.
I was gonna
And
say
still in not immaculate shape, but he's
for his age.
well, his muscles are probably sagging and bagging. But, you know, happens.
Man. I mean, and we can even think actors like when they were in their prime too. So I mean,
Like
I don't know.
current landscape.
Current old actors and actresses when they
now-
were in their prime, when they were popular.
When he's not Bruce Wayne, but when he's Bruce Banner, do you want to go with an actor for Bruce Banner?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
just
That's what
for
I mean.
Hulk?
Like someone playing the character.
We need a real muscular guy to play Hulk, and they can probably CGI a lot of that, right?
Yeah.
And remember, the one that I liked had the dude that played in American History X. Dang it! I'm not good with actors' names. I know their character names.
I don't know.
Yeah, but it's annoying.
Um,
I hate when I forget. And I'm not gonna sit here and pull out my phone and Google nothing. That's lame.
I mean, and it sucks because I mean, people that you think about that would be good in the part, like I was thinking.
Well, I'm gonna
go
Google
ahead
it.
and Google
I'm gonna Google it.
Well, I was thinking of Paul Rudd, but he's already Ant-Man. I mean, you got to look at people that look like they'd be smart.
What actors played the Hulk?
Like Steve Carell. I think Steve Carell would be. I mean, he's kind of got that nerdy, really smart look to him.
So, Eric Bana.
Okay, that's right.
The current guy is Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah.
And then show more.
13 going on 30.
Um.
So a lot of people have played the Hulk. Same with
a lot. I'm scrolling down the list right now, but this is not the actor I was thinking about. Who played Hulk in order? Hold on. Okay, Edward Norton. Edward Norton. That's one of my favorite Hulk movies. Yeah. Okay. Anywho.
But we're recasting with someone who hasn't been.
Who's never been the Hulk.
Yeah, we got to think of someone who's like kind of smart, nerdy.
Yeah, just put Terry Bollea. Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, I think that'd be hilarious.
Yeah, just put Terry Bollea. No, I would put Terry. Put his real name.
Think of how funny that'd be. Like he like rips his shirt like hulked up.
Yes. Well, the thing is, a lot of people don't know that back in the day when WWF first took off, he was called the Incredible Hulk Hogan, and Marvel sued Vince.
Yep, I remember hearing about that.
And he had to drop the Incredible part. I remember he used to be called Fabulous Hulk Hogan when he was bad, with Fred Blassie was his manager. Okay, anyways, move on. Spider-Man.
I just think it'd be hilarious to see him Hulk up and do the Hulk with the skullet. And the mustache.
No, it's got to have the mustache.
Yeah. Spider-Man.
I might make that on the new 2K24 coming out in March.
There you go.
I might make an actual green Hulk Hogan. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I might do that.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
With Spider-Man, you got to think young actors because he's a kid.
Well, he's a teen. Yeah.
He's
just
teen.
like Flash. Flash is a teenager.
So you either I mean, I don't know a ton of the young actors and actresses.
Especially current landscape actors.
You almost have to go someone that looks young, like an Elijah Wood, like a Daniel Radcliffe, like someone that always looks
It could be Peter
young.
Parker.
Yeah.
I mean, because they really don't have to be that athletic.
Yeah.
They have to be in decent shape, but because they CGI a lot of the athletic part.
I'd say just because we know how he looks and he can pull off glasses pretty well. I almost think Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah, I know who he is. That works.
Harry Potter.
Yeah, that's right.
Wanda from WandaVision and all that.
That's not what I thought. I thought you meant Wanda from In Living Color.
Nah.
No. Oh, no, you didn't.
I don't know.
Well,
I mean, like I say, most of the female actors you think of have already been in superhero movies. Jennifer Gardner was Elektra.
Yeah.
Halle Berry was Storm. She was Catwoman.
What was Wanda's powers? I don't even know. I forget.
I mean,
What was it?
I know she.
Oh, I know what it was. Pussy control. Oh. I threw in some Prince there. What?
Man, I'm trying to think of who would be. I mean,
I'm just trying to think of current women.
ooh,
Can we go with a wrestling chick, maybe?
Maybe, or
because they're in good shape.
well, yeah, I think we could go celebrities altogether.
Yeah.
I actually wouldn't be opposed to like Penny or Bernadette from Kaylee Kuko from Big Bang Theory.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I think she'd be good.
Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Oh, that tasted.
I don't know how to.
That tasted great.
Oh,
It was just a lot of ice cream mixtures.
Thanos. All right, right off the bat. Right off the bat, Danny DeVito. No, dude. Could you imagine like Gilbert Godfrey as Thanos, like the voice and everything?
You know, and I'm thinking of Juggernaut. That's what I was thinking of, was Juggernaut from X-Men.
Yeah.
Because, he's kind of English, so right away, for some reason, European, whatever. I was thinking of Arnold Schwarzenegger, but
I think you gotta go someone who plays a good bad guy. Man, I almost think you could go. You go even Snipes or something like that on there.
He had that voice, like that, right? He had that, and the guy that played him is the same dude that played in the Goonies, right? The oldest brother, correct? That's the same guy? I think it is. So, Thanos. I'm thinking about somebody that's not too old, but that's like maybe in their 30s. And you don't have to be really jacked because they CGI that crap anyway. I mean, it's kind of... Who's the guy that played Hellboy? That dude.
Same guy, I think.
You sure it's the same dude?
I'm pretty sure. Let's Google
it. Looks like Google is going to be answering all kinds of stuff for us today, because
I think it's the same guy. We'll skip ahead.
I just don't know actors' names. I'm really bad at that. I know their character name. It's just, I've never been good with names. I'm not like one-liners and stuff from movies, boy, I can pop off. But man, I just do not know their actual. I know it's a stage name, but the actor's name is still a stage name. But
yeah.
Still.
Let's skip ahead so we're not dwelling on this. Yeah, Ron Perlman.
No, that's the original Hellboy. I'm talking about the newer Hellboy movie, and that's the dude from
David Harbour.
Yeah,
I think
try that, because that's the dude from Stranger Things,
I like
right?
him, yeah.
Yeah, you can roll with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Ron Perlman was the best Hellboy.
I have not seen
the best.
The new Hellboy, the Hellboy 2.
It's all right. You got to see the ones with Ron Perlman. Those are the best.
Ant-Man.
So we replace Paul Rudd.
And it's kind of the same
great.
thing. Kind of the same thing as Iron Man, as Hulk. You got to have someone that's super smart and nerdy.
Why can't Robert Downey Jr. play the Ant-Man character? Right?
I mean, he could, but I think the Ant-Man character is a younger guy. Supposed to be.
But here's the thing: is Robert Downey Jr. is only in his late 50s, and guess what? Paul Rudd, early 50s. It could work.
All right, fine.
I know it's an easy win-win.
Yeah. Black Panther. I'm a big fan of
Wesley Snipes.
Dude, I'm a big fan of Jamie Foxx.
Oh yeah. Well, he played Wanda.
Yeah, I think
I got to
go.
In living color.
Thor. You gotta have someone that like
Are they ever going to release that movie where he plays Hulk Hogan?
I don't know.
I don't think that's going to happen. But anyway,
Um,
so it's got to be somebody that's obviously got blonde hair, has got a very stacked
ooh,
Swedish.
just
Okay.
to take a step back for a second,
hmm
someone that I think would actually be a decent Spider-Man, I'm stepping way back, is Jeremy Allen White, the one from Shameless, and he plays in the Iron Claw movie, the blonde-headed guy, not
Oh,
Efron, the
gotcha.
yeah. I think he'd be a good guy. I'm a big Shameless fan, so I like to I like to see when series actors get shots at cinematic masterpieces and movies and stuff like that. But
So Thor,
Thor,
huh? Like I don't know his name. I don't know the actor's name, but I'm going to throw it out here because I think it's funny. Because the first time, I've seen the comic books already. So the movie came out in the 80s.
Mhm.
And it was called "Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead," and that little girl walks into the. Remember, they go into
yeah.
the mechanic's place, and she goes, "It's Thor," and then he actually played Thor for her. I don't know
Oh
his name, but anyways, yeah.
man, who would be? I mean, you got to think of someone that
It's got that blonde hair.
you got a picture with long hair too. I mean, you almost got to think Jason Momoa or someone like that, but
He'd have to dye his hair blonde.
but he'd have to dye his hair blonde. But I think he has such a dark skin complexion
Yeah, it wouldn't work.
from being Samoan. I mean,
It's got to be. It's got to be somebody that's like Eastern. I always feel like Thor,
I would
without
think-
all of his gimmicks on, he looks like he's Eastern. You know what? Let's just go with a younger version. I don't know about an older version, but younger wise, with longer hair, I would have went with Dolph Lundgren. Oh, by far, because he was a good looking. He had a
it's a good
decent.
choice.
He looked like He-Man back in the day. I didn't. The He-Man movie was kind of corny as all heck, but I wish they'd make a new He-Man movie and do it correctly.
Who's the
But-
guy that's in the hair commercial? Fabio or what? No,
Freaking Fabio. Damn.
I'm just trying to think of people with long
That
hair.
is not it.
I mean,
Mm.
I know you're not the biggest fan of him, but my guy, Travis Kelsey, kind of almost looks like.
He'd have to grow out his hair.
Yeah, but I think he could pull it off. He kind of looks like
Have that,
Hemsworth,
he could pull that off. You're right.
and he's
Because
yeah.
Hemsworth, the thing is, he's not as blonde as you would think. They add highlights to
Oh
him.
yeah.
Yeah, his hair's darker.
All right, I'll go Kelsey. Just a
All
little bit of pre Super Bowl
Well,
shout
yeah,
out.
that's
for
next week, so why not?
Carol Danvers,
Who the hell's Carol Danvers?
Captain Marvel.
Oh, I don't know. Stacy Keibler.
How about Alexa Bliss or Mandy Rose?
Mandy Rose. Do it.
Mandy Rose.
I like Mandy Rose. Dude.
All right. So if we were to recast Avengers, the original guy that played Captain America would. If we were to recast, Avengers Endgame, I gotta specify. Or the original guy that played Captain America would play Captain America. Christian Bale would be Iron Man. Terry Bollea, Hulk Hogan, would be the Hulk. Daniel Radcliffe would be Spider-Man. Kaylee Kuko, or however you say her last name, from Big Bang Theory would be Wanda. David Harbour, who plays the newer Hellboy, and also what is it, Hooper?
Yeah, he's in Stranger Things.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember.
He's a cop.
Yeah. From Stranger Things.
Yeah.
He would be Thanos. In a role switch up, Robert Downey Jr. would be Ant-Man.
Yeah.
A little bit of Jamie Foxx for Black Panther.
But also, I want to iterate real quick that Robert Downey Jr.
Mhm.
from Tropic Thunder, he could play
Oh
He
gosh,
could play.
that movie was
He could play Black
was ate up.
Panther. I once played a dude.
That
was
movie.
a dude.
Travis Kelce as Thor. Ooh, I don't know. Maybe even his brother Jason Kelce though. Especially the part, dude.
I didn't even think about him being as large as he was because, dude, remember the part in it wasn't Endgame, was it? When Thor actually quit working out and he was drinking a bunch of beer and he got heavy.
Well,
that would work. I didn't even think about that dude.
And Jason Kelce looks more like Nordic looking, where he could grow out the Viking hair and everything like that.
Here's the thing. His look is just like every other redneck hipster neckbeard that you see riding around in their big old giant truck, revving up their engines. They all look the same.
And
they do.
Yeah.
There's no distinction. Okay, neckbeards.
And then our last one would be Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel, and it is Ryan's boo thing, Mandy Rose.
Yeah.
So yeah. So that is Avengers Endgame recasted by us.
She's hot.
I don't think that one as terribly as I thought. It probably could have went better, just because we don't seem to.
We
don't
tried
seem to
something
know.
new.
Yeah,
we wanted to go. We wanted to quit doing this constantly. We
and
got to switch it up.
And we do enjoy doing that.
Oh, you got something else? I don't know. But see, surprising.
We have so many different ideas. Well, I thought I'd bust out some of those cards that we did the first couple episodes.
Yeah, we haven't done that in a minute.
But yeah, I think if we brushed up on our actors and actresses a little bit, that those could go a little smoother.
I need to.
But like I said, we enjoy doing this, and we have tons and tons of ideas already written out and stuff for this. But we want to change it up. We want everything to. We want to keep things different. We don't want to do the same thing over and over again. Yeah. So we're going to get back to some of our cards that we did on the first couple episodes. It's been a while since we've done those.
Without further ado.
Yep. And then after that, we're going to do some fan mail.
Yeah.
Most likely to violate other people's space.
Is that between me and you?
Yeah.
Or can we pick other people?
No, just us. Just us.
Violate other people's space?
Yeah, like get in their personal bubble. I got
it. I got it right now.
Neko.
And she is underneath the table right now. Neko.
Is she in that box?
Well, she's right next to it. Guilty as charged, Neko.
Yeah. I'm not a get in people's bubble space area. I mean, if it's my kids or wife and, I just want to bug them, that's one thing. Yeah. But, like...
Well, I respect people's alone time because I have no problem being alone. A lot of people can't be alone. I'm cool with it. I'm very content with it. I'm good. I used to play alone all the time when I was a little kid, and I would just immerse myself with my toys into a whole nother world. I didn't need friends.
No problem with playing with yourself.
Yeah, that's right.
Most likely to lose something important all the time. I sit there and don't realize that I'll look for my keys and they'll be in my pocket of my pants or hoodie. Yeah, cell phone be in my damn hand and I'll try to figure out where it's at. Or I'll set it down in the bathroom.
Huh?
Most likely to lose something important.
What?
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, I just lost my mind. There you go.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Worst influence. Which one of us is the worst influence on each other? I feel like you've calmed down.
Yeah, I used to be a really...
Not really a bad influence.
No,
you're just a rowdy influence, I guess.
Well, I'm wild. I'm a wild card. But I used to be more of a bad influence on myself. Especially when I had a drinking problem.
Same here. I used to be kind of a bad influence on myself.
Yep.
But I'm pretty lame and square now.
But now I love myself, especially my nipples.
Pepperonis.
Hey, you guys.
This one kind of bounces off that last one. Most likely to wake up naked in the desert. Nah.
Whoa.
Ooh, some sunburnt cheeks, buzzards pecking at your.
Dude, I ain't too worried about the cheeks. I'm worried about my junk.
Yeah.
Sunburned. Oh my God, that's thin skin down there.
Oh man,
Ah.
I don't like the heat, so I don't think it'd be me.
You'd have to be so drunk and plastered,
Oh yeah,
like maybe in Arizona or something like that.
man.
Um,
Vegas, maybe.
yeah, that'd be drinking days for me. Yeah, me. I'll just say me.
Most likely to be on an episode of Hoarders. I've got a lot of hobbies and a lot of crap. Ryan's kind of turned into a minimalist, so I mean, I got a house full of kids and a zoo and
I'm a minimalist, but I do have a lot of things. I started collecting a lot of my toys that I grew up on, and so I've had to figure that out.
I don't think of it as hoarding. I think of what I have going on as like organized collecting or
Yeah, there you go.
hoarding's where you, I feel like, in my opinion, hoarding is where you've got like, 3 foot piles of trash and you got a 8-inch wide gap to get to the bathroom.
And dead cats underneath
Ugh.
your cushions and on your couch, and you didn't know they were there. I don't know where my cat went. I've been sitting on him for the past month. Ugh, it's nasty.
Most likely to kill their spouse. Probably my wife. Because, I don't think I'm capable of, unless it was in defense of my family, I don't think I could kill somebody.
Well, Neko's not my spouse, but if she continuously gets in front of the camera, I'm going to sell her to a Chinese restaurant so they can serve you on the buffet. Kitty on a stick.
Neko.
Tell
everyone hi.
Yeah,
No.
raise your tail. Say hi with your brown eye.
All right, look at that bounce though, like not knocking over a thing.
Yeah, she is very balanced, and then she knocks a bunch of stuff over while she's
Most
coming.
likely to move back in with their parents.
Okay, down.
Nowadays, no, I don't. A couple of years ago, I feel like I've kind of got myself in a better position. But yeah, a couple of years ago, I mean, if something would have happened, it could have easily, like, if we were probably a small tragedy away from having to move back in with my parents.
Yeah, for one thing, I'm not a millennial or a what are they called? Gen Zennial or whatever the heck they're called.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those people. Now, I've been on my own since I was 18 years old. My aunt and uncle, I've not once asked them for anything, and they'll vouch for me on that one. Now, here's the thing: health problem comes along, and you need someone to look after you, and you're by yourself, like myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's scary.
Yeah.
So I think about stuff like that. Hey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there we go. There's a scenario.
Most likely to fart in public. Oh, all the time. Like, try to make it as quiet as possible.
Yeah.
Especially if you got little kids. Like, the fun part about having little kids is, like, when they act up in the store, they're walking behind you. You can just crop dust them.
Sorry, Sean. Hey, come on, Shaun of the Dead. Oh!
Yeah.
Oh!
Most likely to park like an asshole. I feel like I park, for the most part, pretty good.
No, I like to back into all my spots. So every time I attempt to back in, someone's coming in, and they hate waiting on me. I've had people throw their hands up, and it's like, yeah, okay, throw your hands up.
Oh yeah, we had that guy.
Wave them around like you just don't care. I don't care.
We had that guy today just leaving Goodwill that threw his hands up like he was mad at it, and he was the one pulling the parking lot like an idiot in the middle of it. Yeah. But yeah,
he was mad at himself because he's weak.
I feel like I try to park pretty courteous, thinking of other people.
Yeah, well.
Most likely to shit their pants.
I've done it.
I don't know. I don't really think so.
It's I gotta have, I do not have a cast iron stomach. So my diet's really strict at times because I have to. I get my stomach acts up if I overly eat bread, dough, any of that stuff. And man, sometimes I'm scared. I'm like, I don't want to just let out a fart. I want to sit down on the toilet first. When I had COVID, oh man, I would cough and
Yeah.
crap myself. It was terrible. It was so terrible.
Gross.
Sickening.
Most likely to receive a death threat. I'd like to hope that I haven't angered enough people or the wrong person to receive a death threat.
I try not to. There's a couple of groups that are really popular these days that I try to avoid like the plague because they are very anal and whiny and crybaby-ish, and they're the ones that like to. They're part of that cancel culture garbage. So anyway,
Yeah, that's nice way to put it.
Avoid them fools.
Most likely to own a camel. I think, yeah, that's an easy one. It'd be me. I mean, I have a goat.
I've ridden a camel. It's kind of cool, actually. Yeah. They smell bad though.
They have them at well, they do them at the fair for their petting zoo.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you remember, there used to be several of the fireworks stands would have them.
Oh.
And a couple of them, like you purchase a certain amount.
Yeah.
And then you get a free ride on the camel. There was one here in Lawrence that did an elephant years ago.
Yeah, I rode an elephant and a camel when I was a little kid. Yeah.
Rode a whale once. She never called me the next morning.
Yeah. Ride the wave.
Just kidding.
Ride the wave in.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, bad joke. Most likely to ruin a secret.
Depends on if I consider it a secret or not. Because I mean, a lot of people are like, it's a secret, and then it ends up not being a secret. I bump my gums. I'm a loudmouth. But if it's something very, very serious, I won't talk about it. Especially if it's like a personal thing and somebody confides in me. My word is my honor. Like, I believe in that. So wholeheartedly. Plus, I don't like to lie. I've changed my belief system and my spiritual self. So yeah, I like to be brutally honest.
I try to stay away from people's secretive lives.
Yep.
But that being said, if you tell me a secret, there's a good chance that I'm going to tell my wife.
Yep.
Or vice versa. I mean,
well, that's your confidant.
Yeah. I mean, well, and sometimes like when someone says, "Hey, I've got a secret to tell you, but you can't tell anybody else," first thing you're going to want to do is go tell somebody else.
Yep.
And like, I'm sorry, man.
First,
Gossip's great.
I'll just tell Neko, and then Neko's going to go off and tell all of her feline friends, and we know how them pussies are. They like to talk. Meow, meow, meow.
Most likely to lie about their age. I've never lied about my age. I feel like
don't need to.
Yeah.
I don't need to. I'm cool with it. I'm actually okay with being 47. I got friends.
You told me we were 36.
I said 30 dicks.
Oh, that's how many?
Yeah. It was a gangbang.
Ugh.
Ugh.
We're getting a little.
No, thank you.
Most likely to shoot themselves in the foot. Literally.
Shoot themselves in the foot?
Yeah. I think I did with a BB gun just to show that it didn't hurt, and then it hurt.
Have you ever put your foot in your mouth?
No.
You've never put your foot in your mouth, so to speak, the actual saying, because of something you said, and you put your foot in your mouth. That's
okay.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing is,
I'm not flexible enough to get my foot up to my face, too.
I'm really flexible, so like I literally right now I could probably take my leg and touch my forehead. And that's only because I've been doing Diamond Dallas Page yoga and I've gotten really flexible. Bang!
I'm going to skip a couple of these.
Sure.
Most likely to own an island.
Oh. Yeah.
I don't think so.
If
they're so expensive, and then you got to think like
you got to well, hello Neko, how you doing?
What's up, Neko?
What's up?
Dude, maintaining it, then what about your resources, your infrastructure, all that stuff? I mean, it'd be different if you just got like a little cabin on a small little island in the middle of a lake or something like that, and
let go of my shirt, got me clawing me.
Something like that makes sense, but
yeah. I wouldn't mind having an island, but honestly, let's say I was a millionaire tomorrow.
Mhm.
That is like at the bottom of my list of things. I mean, now would I want to go and go to like the Caribbean or the Bahamas and chill for months at a time?
yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
I mean, it'd be cool, but you're sitting there talking about the millionaire thing. Like, dude, I've got too many friends that I grew up with that have struggled, and family members and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. But if you owned your own island, you could say, "Hey, listen, instead of
Like,
you guys, I could fly you guys over to my island. You can chill over there.
dude,
You
but
know,
first thing I
want a
do,
vacation, come to my island."
first thing I do is take care of as many people's debt close to me as I could.
True that.
Without disrupting, giving
Yeah.
myself and my closest family a nest egg to set on to.
And the first time after I do some such thing for those people, they start having their hand out all the time and playing that game.
Oh no.
Done.
So I do a roundabout way. I wouldn't even let them know it was me.
Oh,
I would call up the
anonymous.
utility company and pay off their
Or the
bills,
bank.
or the bank, or something like that.
Now I need to ask you something. Since we're talking about an island, real quick.
Mhm.
What would you call your island?
Ooh, I don't know. That's a good one.
Island of Dr. Monroe?
Skull Island, off of I don't know, Treasure Island.
I would call mine because when I started thinning out on my head, I had a little patch right here.
Skullet Island.
No, I call it the Island of Rage, like Rhino Rage.
I don't know.
It'd work. Island of Rage. I love it.
Most likely to break a mirror. I haven't.
I do every morning.
I haven't, but I mean,
I don't believe.
Actually, yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Because I used to collect. So as a side hobby, I do a bunch of glass engraving.
Yeah.
And I've broken a tempered mirror before trying to engrave it. So.
And you didn't even get 7 years bad luck.
Oh, I got more than that.
Wow. See?
Most likely to choke on a hot dog.
Well, that depends on if you eat corn the long way.
Gross.
Good. Depends on if it's a Nathan's.
Yeah.
That goes out to you, Nate. That goes out to you, Nate.
Most likely to tell a bad joke. Oh, I'm a sucker for telling bad jokes and puns all the time.
Me too. Yeah, I always have really crappy dad jokes. No, I think they're great.
Yeah. We're gonna do a couple more of these, and then we are going to read a couple pieces of fan mail.
That's good.
This next one, most likely to drown during a baptism. So, no joke.
Wow.
People have actually done that when they baptized them in the river and stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to run this by. Okay, so my pastor told me when he went over, he toured over in India, and they did some missionary work over there. He told me that there was a pastor over there that they believed that when you get baptized, that you should hold them under the water until they die. And that's what he believed. And it's supposed to symbolize death and then being reborn.
Oh, man.
Before you dip, it's death, basically, and then you.
No.
Yeah.
There's so much risk to that. That wouldn't fly here.
But that was, no, of course not. But he said that they were really doing that. He told me about that. I was like, whoa, that's pretty heavy. But, I mean, cool fact is when I got baptized, my pastor, I had my shirt was 100% polyester. So when it got wet and he dipped me, it slipped and I almost went under twice. And I made the joke to him. I said, well, I think God wanted me to be dipped twice.
Just to make sure. Most likely to make poor life choices. I think both of us have done plenty of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sure have.
Some of them I'm not proud of them. Some,
yeah, a lot of them I'm not.
A lot
all.
of them I've learned from, and it's made me a better person.
Exactly, exactly. But I don't
Most
live in the rearview mirror. The windshield's a lot bigger, so I'm always about the future.
most likely to die first.
You can't really gauge that.
No,
And I
you know,
don't.
like our last episode, you know, talk about the Final Destination stuff. Like, when it's your time, it's your time.
Yeah, there's nothing. Once that card's pulled,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Most likely to get bit by a vampire. I mean, I don't know. I don't really do no exploring in no caves or
Yeah, well,
haunted houses
there's
or
no such thing as vampires anyway, so I don't care about that one so much. You know,
most likely to throw a fit over.
as long as he counts to me first.
Yeah.
1,
Or serves you chocolate cereal.
That too.
Yeah. And counts you pieces of chocolate cereal.
Ah.
Most likely to throw a fit over dinner.
Like throw a fit? Why? Because the food tastes like garbage?
Like you don't like it, or it's not what you ordered, or I don't know.
Okay. Have you ever done that at a restaurant and worried about them bringing back food?
I've never. So, working in a restaurant for years, I've had those people that have sent stuff back, and you know, sometimes it's a mix. Sometimes it's our fault because we messed up and accidentally made the wrong thing or whatever, and sometimes it's the person's fault just because, you know, they didn't specify something, they, you know, whatever. And regardless of what happens and whose fault it is, dude, I never want someone messing with my food.
Oh yeah.
So I have never messed with anyone else's food.
Yeah.
Thought runs through your head, especially, you know, watching the movie Waiting and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That movie's great, but like I've asked something to be corrected, but it's only if it's something really bothersome. And if it's just something like, oh, you know, accidentally gave me corn instead of mashed potatoes or something like that, or, you know, my steak was cooked a little bit more than what I would have liked or a little bit less, I'm not throwing a fit over that. You know, I'll eat it and, you know, I'll just notate in my head like, hey, next time either clarify with them ahead of time or just don't go back. There's so many places to eat and everything like that.
Okay, so in general, let's just get away from the whole restaurant thing. When friends or family members cook for me and stuff like that, if I try to be respectful, I'll give it a shot, and if I don't dig it, I'll just set it to the side and move on to the next thing.
Yeah,
there you go.
Play the I'm not really that hungry or I ate before I came over card. I mean, that's the easy way to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. I'm trying to find another good one. Most likely to start a punk rock group. Punk rock's not my thing.
No, I'm not a good fan of that. I'm not a big fan.
All right, we're gonna do two more. Most likely to get shanked in a movie.
In a movie?
Yeah.
Like actually, like
if you were a character in a movie,
I would totally do that.
You'd get shanked?
I'm cool with that.
Yeah,
if we did like it was a prison movie. If it was a
prison movie, horror movie.
If it was a prison movie, I want to be called Pruno.
Bruno.
No, Pruno.
Pruno.
Like the liquor that they make in the toilet. I want to be called Pruno.
Most likely to mess up the internet. Ooh, I've accidentally done that. I was trying to reset something on my computer, some of the settings and stuff, and I accidentally knocked everyone out, and then I couldn't figure out what the password was.
Dude, it's sometimes that stuff is aggravating, but it's, you know, it's part of our life, so I've learned it quite a bit about it because I didn't want to be stuck in the past with hooking up a VCR or a DVD player and that's it. Right?
So, because we're kind of running tight on time, I am going to only pick a couple of these.
Sure.
Dear Soapbox Smorgasbord, what is your best scar story? When did you get it? And how did you get it? And when did it happen? From Jane.
Go ahead.
I'll let you go ahead and go first.
Scar-wise?
Yeah.
Like internal scars?
Well, physical. Like,
Okay. Um. Okay. So you cannot see it, but right over here by my eye, I have a chunk missing right underneath my eyebrow. And my sister, when I was a little boy, I was aggravating her like I never do that. And she threw an ice cube and it stuck me, a full ice cube right here.
mm.
She's lucky she didn't take out my eyeball.
um,
she'll like it that I told that story. By the way, she watches the show.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
Shout out to her and sister.
Mm.
Um,
Hi, Stacy.
I've got a whole bunch of them, but I'm gonna do two of them. So I used to work at a horse farm across the street from my parents' house. Little miniature horse farm, and in high school I would go help them out. I would help with raking out stalls, with feeding, watering, everything like that.
Yeah.
And one of the horses, there was kind of some crappy fencing there. One of the horses got a gash on its leg from running up against the fence.
Yeah.
And I noticed the blood on its leg, and so I crouched down and was looking at it. And then out of the corner of my eye, I saw a horse running towards me, and it bucked. And when it bucked, if I hadn't tilted my head up that little bit, it would have crushed my nose. But it caught my lip and basically split it. Or my bottom teeth went through my lip completely, and it crushed all the cartilage at the back of my jaw.
Why did it do that?
I have no idea.
Just freaked out?
Yeah, it just freaked out.
So
they
it wasn't the horse? It was not the horse that had the injury, right?
No, it was one that was bucking.
It was definitely a territorial thing.
And yeah, then that's my guess. But man, it messed me up, and
I got a twinge in my nose.
And right now, and that happened back in 10th grade, so which would have been early 2000s, and to this day I still have hard knots in my lip, and I can feel the exact spots where it was.
That would hurt so bad.
And
because they got some power, dude.
And it was just a miniature horse, but still, you got to think. Matter. I mean,
they're all muscle.
Yeah. And then my other scar story was I was in, I believe, 5th grade, and the park or the playground was covered in ice. Wintertime, middle of January, I think.
Yeah.
And I had my arms inside of my coat, and everyone slides around on the ice, and I don't know, we were just BSing around out there, and one kid slipped. He ended up knocking another kid over. That kid slipped into another kid. It was like a domino effect into me. Everyone had their hands through their sleeves, and mine were inside of my coat. And when I fell, I came down hard on my chin, busted my chin open, and ended up breaking off part of my chin bone.
Damn, what's up with you and your jawline?
Oh,
damn.
Man, I know. And,
good Lord.
And my mom was at the school. She had a dog there with us, and for show and tell. And so my friends went and got her, and then she ended up having to leave and take the dog home, take me to the hospital. I was gushing blood everywhere, and ended up I was scared to death of stitches. I have no idea why. I'm not scared to death of them now. I've given myself stitches. And
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I slit my thumb open on a camping trip, and
thinks he's John Rambo or something.
And so yeah, ended up getting butterfly stitches, and it took a while to heal, but man, it was messed up.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's two of my many scar stories.
I think probably the most brutal injury, and to this day it affects me to this day, would be a separated shoulder. Even though I got full range.
Yeah.
But yeah, it still crackles and pops and all that stuff. I have to constantly put muscle. I mean, just even with physical therapy, it just never 100%. It's going to bother me forever, I think.
So that was our first one. Dear Soapbox Smorgasbord, I'm interested in being a future guest, but only under one condition. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You helped me shoot an ad for my new lanolin lotions. Weird. You know what lanolin is, right?
No.
Like sheep oil. It's in there. Lanolin is in their
Okay.
wool.
Sure. Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
The line is called Precious after my dog. Think about it. Signed Bill from Buffalo. Ugh.
I'm kind of.
I don't know. You want to put the lotion on your skin,
No.
Bill?
No.
Ah, that was a little disturbing.
Yeah, I'm kind of really creeped out
I
now.
hope he does not have our address.
No.
All right, and our last piece of fan mail for the day. Dear Soapbox Smorgasbord.
Just so he knows, I don't shoot my foot. I hit the target every time. Bang.
Man.
Go ahead.
Dear Soapbox Smorgasbord, I have been highly entertained with your podcast, but I have one request. Okay?
Mm.
Can you take off your shoes and socks and set up a second camera just on your feet? It would definitely be popular with our community. Signed, foot fetishing in Florida. Nah. I'm going to pass. I'm going to pass.
Listen here, you sick freak. Sorry, I don't want to lose you. I don't want to lose your community. But man, dude, listen. I tell you what. No, stop for a second. Oh, you want a foot fetish? Here, I'll wave. But hi, see my gangles?
Gross.
Come
All
on,
right,
man.
off the table. Hey, we put food on this table.
I didn't true that, but I'm waving with my big toe.
All right. Yeah, that's a little gross.
See, I told you I'm flexible. See that? Oh yeah. Look, I'm gonna lick myself like my cat.
Gross. All right. Well, thank you all of you for tuning in.
Yeah.
You know, we're not going to think about doing the lotion commercial. Bill from Buffalo. Sorry, Bill from Buffalo.
Yeah.
We don't have any. I'm not in the foot fetish thing.
No, thank you.
You know, send us an email. Tell us how much you're willing to pay. All right, but yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in, and have a good night.